Hello. I just recorded this video and completely deleted it, so I'm going to do it again. Not that you can tell the difference. Anyway, I just wanted to chat and talk about some of the things that's done just in the last few days and how I'm feeling and stuff. Um, so I want to talk about last night. We ordered Domino's pizza for dinner, and I just wanted to talk about the Domino's has some really good options for people, who have to deal with this benzo crap and who are really sensitive to glutens and ingredients and whatnot. So I had a gluten-free pizza, at least gluten-free crust. I mean, I'm not a guru on gluten-free, but I'm doing my best. Gluten things bother me. They make my mental symptoms way worse. I can have a little bit, but if I eat a lot, I get really weird. And now I'm too scared to try again. So I ordered a gluten-free crust pizza. The gluten-free crust pizza at Domino's, you can only order it in small. So if you're trying one of those coupons on Domino's online where it's medium and medium, there won't be an option. So you have to just do the small. I did a small. I don't do cheese because cheese bothers me too. Of course, everything bothers me. So I had gluten-free crust, no cheese, a garlic parmesan. Although I think it was parmesan or Alfredo. I know there's cheese in that, but it's not. I can do a little of everything. Uh, Garlic parmesan. We'll just say it's that sauce. See, I don't do tomatoes either. Well, um, I'd get spinach, onion, and bacon. And yes, I can do bacon. My cholesterol doesn't like it, but I can do bacon. So, uh, they're excellent pizzas. The gluten free crust is always a bit chewy. You never get the same when it comes to gluten free. But the option exists, and you're gonna pay. I paid with those toppings $10.99 for my small pizza. My girlfriend's small pizza, the regular crust was only $5.99. So you're gonna pay almost double for it. But you do what you got to do. The fact that you can have pizza at all is freaking awesome. In fact, they deliver. I mean, Domino's is really hitting it out of the park with having that gluten-free crust. I mean, they got good options. I mean, last time I ordered from them, I had the gluten-free crust pizza, and I had chicken wings, and I couldn't. I felt like I was eating horribly, and I didn't get sick from it. It's great. I love chicken wings too. So that's Domino's for you. I mean, there's some good options. So look online. There's not many coupons for small pizzas online for Domino's, and you have to pay for it. But it's a good choice. So anyway, there's that. Still trying to. You see, I'm wearing this hoodie. I'm trying to keep warm. It's been colder in my apartment. A lot's been going on with that. I had a $275, with all the fees and everything, and $275 electric bill. And now I see why. I couldn't figure it out at first. I was so pissed off. And now that I was doing some looking around and trying to figure this out, now I know why. First thing, we have 5 floorboard heaters. I'll show you. This is where I turned off my video last time by mistake. You can kind of see it. So the floorboard heater there. It's they're old. They've been in these apartments forever. We've got 5 of them, and they're all. We had them all set on about 70, 75. I mean, we just came from Texas, so I'm just not used to it here yet, and it still feels cold now, but we had them all on. Didn't think much of it. I knew it would be a high bill. I figured it'd be about 160, 170. So I was $100 off. and they were running all the time, and I couldn't figure it out. But then, once I got the bill and being all pissed off and trying to figure out what the problem was and everything like that, so we're checking out the windows, and when we moved in, we checked the windows, and they looked fine. I wasn't too worried about it. And then, I mean, they're always cold by the windows, and we planned on putting plastic over them eventually, but I didn't worry about it right away because we just moved in. Just didn't have the time. But then I realized the windows in my studio and living room, just they're warped, so you can see areas where it's kind of open. I mean, I think it's shut, and I've got bars in the windows and everything like that. That's not an issue, but they're just cold air's pouring in, so these heaters never shut off, and they're old and non-efficient whatsoever. So when you got 1,500 watt heaters that aren't efficient running all the time, along with the dryer, that's another thing. We have a dryer, which I'm going to have to get checked by maintenance. That takes 5 hours to dry towels. So, I mean, it's just non efficient stuff, old stuff that needs to be repaired. The heaters don't need to be repaired, they're just old and crappy. So, basically, what we're doing is we're, putting plastic up on the windows. I'm turning off most of these heaters, and I've got I'm sure I'll turn you off. Got like heaters like this. If you can see it, like the Velasco. They're 1,500 watts too, but they're way more efficient, and they turn off and on way more. Like right now, since it's cold in my room, this one doesn't turn off too often, so I just turned it off till I can't handle it anymore. But the one living room window where we got plastic on now have another heater like the one I just showed you, and it stays 70 in there, and it's just one heater, not two, three actually. So I'm hoping it's, by doing all these changes, at least this is just a start. uh, I'm imagining my bill should be down about $100. I'm hoping, but we'll see what happens. Doing what I can, but it's still cold. I still have to suffer and living in cold while it's just these apartments. They're not efficient whatsoever. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm tired of people. I'm tired of paying a lot of money for things that just people don't care. The apartment, there's so many issues, and it's like a lot of issues. There's reasons I don't want the maintenance in here, and I've had them over once, and it was a pure freaking hassle. So now I don't want them here if I don't have to. So I'm gonna have to make a list of things and have them come over one time. It's just a freaking hassle. I have my reasons why, but see how it goes. Anyway, just wanted to chat about those things. I'm feeling better. I mean, I've been in a wave, so I think it's starting to let up. My nerves have been on end, but not as bad as it's been, before. But it's just I've been getting really bummed out. I'm so sick of staying in all the time, and when I go out, I feel crazy, so I have to go home. So, I mean, I've been trying to do the whole Walmart thing, and I mean, that place is insane. So, it's like if I can do that, I know I can do more. But, I just need to get out. But it's just so hard for me. I hate when I go out and the stress builds and builds and builds. And that just puts me in another wave. So, there's no winning. I know it'll get easier as time goes on, and I'll be able to handle it better. And I can handle it more now than I could before, but it's been 5 months, for frick's sakes. Had an ENT appointment tomorrow. More of a second look into my ear. Uh, in Texas, I went to an ENT for a while because my left ear's screwed up. I can hear out of it fine, but if I talk too loud, sound is too loud, depending on the frequency, my ear will shut down. It'll go up and down, and it crackles a lot. Um, my ENT never figured out what the problem was. He originally actually prescribed me benzos to give me, to relax the muscle and stuff, and I tried that. 2 milligrams of Valium. This was back before. This was about 3 years ago. This was before I even knew anything about benzos, and I took them once in a while. I didn't take them every day, but I took them once in a while when my ear would get screwed up, and they didn't really help. So I just stopped. They didn't make me feel good or nothing. So not like how Xanax did when I first took it. But anyway, it's still screwed up. He never figured out the eardrum looked fine. He couldn't figure it out. He had some ideas on what the problem was could be, but it would be in a really risky surgery, and I didn't want to lose my hearing. So I just said, if it gets so bad to where I can't even talk without it doing something, then it's worth the risk. But I'm getting a second opinion here in Wisconsin, and I had an appointment tomorrow, but I just cannot. I can't do it. So I rescheduled it for next month, and I'll see then how it goes. Anyway, so that's what's going on. I'm feeling okay today, better than yesterday. Yesterday was hell. I was just in a major trance yesterday, totally screwed up. I'm still like that now, but I'm getting out of it a little more. That's why I'm doing stuff like this today. I'm trying to keep busy, but I'm almost at the point where it's almost 12 o'clock noon now. I can eat some lunch and do whatever. So, anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. As always, thanks for watching.